My name is Mark Campbell, and once again, welcome back to the group chat. No, I always say this, but it's true. I know you miss Gia, but she's not there. But I am here with the road marshal himself, Wagon G.
Wagwan.
Yeah, man. Bro, a long time I want to chat to you still, dog. Come and see I burn up the stage them. You see me? I'm at some of the soca parties them, cause that's where the girls are at, and thing. You even had something the other day to say about one of my close friends, Leanne.
What I say about her?
Yeah, man, when you talk about, she take man car and them thing they are
Don't steal no cars tonight. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, man. But on a real level, though, I see you doing very well. From the younger years when you're with Chromatic till now, you have your own thing, your own brand and everything, to the point where you're on even a radio station, and you've even decided to leave that because you're on your own path now. You're once again, treading your own journey. What was the mindset behind that? Because I remember I'm not going back into the old interviews. I'm done asking them things. But what's your recent mindset behind leaving that radio station? Where are you trying to go now?
Where am I trying to go now? All right. So the journey, the destination has never changed at any point. So where I'm headed now is where I've always been headed. You know what I mean? With radio, I learned a lot, and I am so grateful to Fire 105, Bambino, the whole team, you know what I mean? Jade, Nova, everybody, it's like family, But I'll put it this way. If you're a part of a family that, sells cars, and you grow up in the family business, you have your own office where you sell cars from. Maybe one day you wake up and say, yo, I want to open a coffee shop. Maybe that's my new passion, and I want to dive into that and see where that leads. At the end of the day, you're still having the mindset of business, right? At the end of the day, you are still a person that wants to create and provide service,
So it was a good learning opportunity for you, especially in a different setting.
Yeah, it was amazing. I learned a lot, and being on radio has helped me in more ways than I can count.
What was kind of the difference? Because I know being on stage, when you're DJing, you can see the live reaction of the people that is there. You get me? So when you drop a song, you know if it hit or not. But when you're on the radio, you kind of, even if you might be live at a time while filming or whatever, on Instagram, you can kind of gauge how is that transition, because you don't have that immediate reaction. So how do you deal with that? Do you get anxiety from not knowing, or is it just natural to you now?
All right, so before I mastered the stage, I had to be able to create a vibe by myself. Just me in my room with music and my roll-on bottle as the microphone. You know what I mean? I was able to
like
create a vibe, just me in my room, just I say a bag of random stuff and playing songs off YouTube, right? So that transfer to the stage, being on the radio is the same concept, Me know when me create a good vibe, no more than ever, because I've created a good vibe
for years.
In different countries, So I know when a vibe nice is like, because when I'm on stage, I'm enjoying the set just like a patron, So a lot of times people come up to me and say, yo, that was such a good set. I really enjoyed that. I say, me enjoy it too. Because even though I'm the one on the stage, I'm having fun.
Yeah, man. And people feel that, because I've been to a few of the events. As I said, you are hard wine. You're at a lot of the soca events now. So a question for you is, I remember that earlier in your years, as we spoke about, you're with Chromatic. Now, to my knowledge, at that time, you were more dancehall focused, right? Would you say that?
No. Yo, go on. A lot of people try to make it out as a soca dancehall thing. It's really not.
It's a vibe thing.
I do a lot of dancehall events, right? both locally and internationally. I do a lot of dancehall events. But I have grown to love soca, appreciate soca, and I can deliver soca really well. So the patrons see it and know it, the promoters see it and know it. So I get a lot of calls for soca events. Am I going to turn them down because I do not want to be branded as whatever?
I see what you're
No,
saying
I'm
now.
not going to turn them
So it
down.
was a case that you always did both. It's just that, no, I believe soca might be a little bit more prominent, or it might be that you're getting a lot more bookings for one
I'm
such
getting
event.
I'm getting a lot more bookings for that.
Alright.
I do dancehall events, you know. In a few days, I think I'm doing a show with Heavy D, very hardcore dancehall. You know what I mean? So, and they love when the crowd loves when I deliver there as well.
So my question for you then is, because persons would have, there's always this growing debate nowadays, especially about soca versus dancehall, as you said before. I personally believe that back in the day when Cartel was out and ended at the road, dancehall was in its prime. Yeah, we all know that, but there was a lot more songs for the women. The debate, I believe, is caused by persons believing that soca is now here to fill that void, fill that gap. Right? There's been a gap for a number of years, and soca came in with the song them for the girl and for dance to. As a DJ, when you go to both events, both sides of the party, do you personally believe that that theory is true, that dancehall is really there for, you know, the street dances, like you might, whatever, is it me, or, but the soca is really there for the girl and for bubble and wine and them things there? Do you think that is why that this conversation is now a thing? Because it wasn't a thing back in the past, you know. Dancehall that run Jamaica, the closest thing to it was reggae. You get me?
You are going. Really and truly, bro, people talk based off of what other people say. No one takes the time to sit down and actually look into things for themselves. And I'm saying Google is free, bro. Everybody have a smartphone, and you know what comes already on your smartphone? A search engine. Right? It is there. Just use it. You understand what I'm saying?
Uneducated opinions.
So, here are my thing now. Dancehall is releasing girl songs, has been releasing girl songs. But I think a lot of people don't see them as girl songs. You know how I know it's girl songs? The way how them talk in the song them, that's how they talk to women. You see me I say? So when a man have a song we say, yo, busting in your face, or, you know what I mean, move buy you a bag and then carry around this or go do whatever to you. That's literally how they talk to women. So, and like one time when Adi would say, baby girl, me love you so. Come in on me house, me touch you down. Our conscience I say, yo, how that party I look so. Oh, me girl.
That's one of my favorite songs, to be honest. One of my favorite.
You understand? It's no longer bubble girl or bubble. It's a come sit down in the Benz and stab out you, and then me bust me Glock over you. You understand me I say? So it's girl songs, but the words are different. How them
it's more explicit now. The more
enough to do with explicit, enough to do with it's just how they talk. This is how these young men talk to women, bro. I've been around them and see it.
Change in dialect of the different generations.
Yeah, it's just a change in dialect, bro. You see me I say?
So here's my question then, because the DJs that I've seen nowadays, right? And this is just an honest opinion, and I would love your take on it. I have seen in the past, in different parts of the music and the DJ and the whole media industry, something them called gatekeepers. No, a man as yourself, right? We know say you come from far. We know say you start out where you start out and you're here right now. You've earned your reputation, and more than that, when we go, and anybody go to one of your show, them see it on stage. You're there for work, you're there for have fun, you're there for bring vibes. But is there a barrier to entry nowadays with these young DJs? Because back in the dancehall time, I noticed that how a lot of these people, these DJs used to bust was different. They used to be part of a faction. Where they're over there, so with them set of artists, them set of DJs. Nowadays, a lot of things are getting into the mix. You have people like Kaka High Flames, them, right? Dancing crew, just like Ding Dong, them. Dancing crew now making their way into music. This is the new generation. Is there a divide when it comes on to the MCs coming up, the DJs coming up, right? Doing what you're doing. Not artists, but DJs themselves. Is it hard for them new people to get into the industry?
It is hard for them, yes, but not for the reason people think, right? Is it all right? Look at it this way. Everyone thinks about their bottom line. See? You would probably go why me for that, but we have yeah. I could have start now, man. So everyone thinks about their bottom line, right? A promoter is keeping an event. Yes, he loves creating a space so people come and enjoy themselves and whatever. Take that out of it. He needs to make money.
I'm not gonna risk it on the new people.
No, we're not reach just yet. He needs to make money, right? The radio stations need to make money. The TV networks need to make money. Like everybody needs to make money. And in order for them to make their money, they need to make sure that their event is memorable in every single way. That's if you're doing it correctly and not just string up something for try to do a quick cash grab, right? They need to make sure these people have fun and them the music right and the this and the that and the whatever. Now, when me start in music, right, I studied the music. I made sure I knew the songs. I went to events and listen and learn and do all of that, right? And I started out warming up parties, right? Start warm up the party them when nobody never did it.
The early song them.
The early song them, and you had to figure out a way how to impress in that time,
So
right?
it was more. Are you saying it was more?
No man, may I get to it, you know. You had to learn how to impress in that time, right? So we figured out how to impress in that time, and then we move up an hour. So we no longer start, we go after the person who start, right? And then we figured out a way how to impress in that time as well, right? And how to entertain. And then we move up another hour again. What I find happen, especially because of the pandemic, a lot of the DJs, they got the opportunity to skip that process. And it's a very important process, right?
I like that you said that.
It teaches you so much about an event, and I can't even explain it. It's something you just have to learn.
It's something I've seen in the media as well. Not to cut you, but there's something I've seen in media as well. Is that just like there's a famous saying, if the world were to reset right now, if everybody just had $1 in their pocket, the money would end up in the same places. Because the persons that are experienced, the persons that pay their dues. For example, I was a music producer before I did anything in production. I worked at a popular media station. I'm still there doing some work. I've worked as an audio engineer at a popular production company. And when you learn those different things, if a camera go down, if a microphone, you've seen it before, if a microphone issue go, give me 5-10 minutes, I'll fix it quick. But a lot of these persons, them just get a bus and then them throw themselves in the flame and fail. So I completely agree with you.
The problem with skipping the process, and I'm not telling nobody if you go suffer, right? I don't believe in, you have to suffer and you have to get the worst of the worst before you get success. I don't believe in that. But the problem with skipping the process is when the opportunity comes along, you miss. So a lot of the DJs got the opportunity to skip the process, and you know when the opportunity presented itself, they failed, right? And it's crazy because they fail one time and then them get right off. It's like a man say, yo, me did try and them never go on good. But so you are my thing now. Because them fail one time and the man them write them off, right? Them probably not looking at themselves and see the real reason why certain bookings now come. Not to say that there aren't spaces that are gatekeep, but not for the reason a lot of people think, right? A man might say, oh, why Brush always I get that show and whatever. I've been tried and tested for years, bro. Tried and
that's one
tested.
Thing them can't argue with.
You see me? I have been tried and tested in dancehall space, soca space, reggae space. You see me? Bro, me go places where Spanish music alone I play, bro. You see me I say? And I had to figure that out. and entertain those people have been tried and tested. So that's why you see Brush One and I'm still tweaking
And you still have a
everything as
goal. A
we.
lot of these
You
people,
understand
their
what I'm
goal
saying?
was just to end up in the situation where they're playing. So what I realize is a lot of persons, their goals are not big enough. Their dreams are not big enough. So when they end up in those spaces, so my question is, the industry is rapidly changing. We spoke about in how hard it is to even reach to your level. But is your level being threatened right now, not only by DJs and new MCs trying to make it up or new influencers coming out? Technology is changing, right? AI is coming into place. We see AI changing production spaces. The other day, Tyler Perry even had a halt on his $800 million studio. He came out saying that, well, there's a new technology called Sora, I believe it's called, and it's changing the production. You can type in a prompt on a computer and make a whole animation. So, do you think that new technology is now changing the game? Do you think that there's a threat to entertainment, especially this sector of entertainment called entertainment in DJing? Do you think that there's a threat to your lifestyle?
Um, if there is a threat, I don't think I would see it in my lifetime.
That's a
For the
bold statement. That's a bold statement.
for the simple fact that we are so far behind in the Caribbean that even when those technological advances become available, it won't make it to the Caribbean like that. It's gonna take years to get here. And then I spoke I spoke recently about the culture of dancehall, the culture of soca, right? It's going to take everyone in those spaces to filter out for a AI to come in and do what a DJ do. Because currently, that culture, yes, a AI can learn it, but to create that experience, it is very hands-on. You see me? Bro, soca is a feeling, bro. That's a human feeling. Trust and believe that that's a feeling. Bro, I've seen people cry tears in soca parties, bro.
Listen, I love music. When I say I love music, all my tattoos are about music. I have Black Eyed Peas, of Monsters of Men, Coldplay. I'm a music person. It wasn't until I broke up with a certain ex that I now see at every soca party I go. You see me? That I started to sit down and I listen now. A squad, every girl name with a A or something like that. Her name end with a A. So you know, so
Alice.
me hate that song there, you see me?
Yeah.
But Jano, I love see the reaction. The reaction that some of these songs are ducking it. Lucy. I'm telling you, I've never seen people so dedicated to soca. And I'm saying that I don't see that same dedication in dancehall. Right? But the feeling that I see some of these people going on with, the strong emotions, it's by none just amazing.
It is there in dancehall, it's just where you go. You know what I mean? It's all about what you're being exposed to. You see what I say? You see that same emotion in dancehall when you play a massacre. They don't know my story.
When I
They
play a
don't know where
Chronicle,
I'm from. When you
Still a
play
bleed.
when you play a Chronicle, when you play a Joshi, you know what I mean? I see that same emotion in the reggae space as well. You get me? I say, when you create an event or an experience where you can put all those elements together, you see that emotion at every different stage. Because again, like me tell somebody recently, the Caribbean are one of the only places where you go have multiple genres play in an event, multiple genres of music. When you have a place where you can go and meet with all these different lovers of music,
But I'll tell you this before I ask
you
you the
see
next
it.
question. There's something I've noticed though, to even back up your point about the feeling of carnival. One thing I've realized the difference is not just with soca versus dancehall, but even hip hop events and stuff like that. The promoters, the event owners, you get me? It's like when them setting up a soca event, they have crafted the venue around that experience. I have when you go to, I'm not going to call out a party name, but when you go to some parties that are more focused on other genres, I don't see the same love into craft. And I remember that big up Zest, right? When Wes keeps his Friday night Zest, I've seen that man go through hell and high water. He will spend even what I would deem he would earn from the party just creating an experience, night carnival, every single staging. Adam makes sure that his patrons enjoy the full experience, and that is something I have to give props to the soca people, and they're coming out strong and they're coming out wild. So my question for you is now, we've always seen that for the DJs, especially the artists, them, that Jamaica has been a promotional ground for what sends you overseas, for what sends you to the bigger markets to make the real quote-unquote money. Is that the same for the DJs, then?
Yes, it is, But more I touch something before me circle about this. So. Two events, Chilling on the Farm and Sands, more specifically the last Sands, the Sands will keep
Is that one where Rick Ross came
start, no, the start of the year, 2024. The Sands will keep at the start of the year. The setup, the decor at that Sands, amazing. They went through hell and high water to make that experience for their patrons. Would you call Sands a soca party? No. It's definitely not.
You're right.
It's 100% not. But they are dedicated to the patron experience. Again, I would say whenever we come up with these, soca do this, but dancehall don't do this. It's where you look. Where are you looking for the evidence to support that claim?
And I feel like you're the perfect person to talk about it because you're at both. A person like me that has been to maybe 1 or 2 Sands events or maybe 1 or 2 night carnivals, maybe I have a skewed opinion. And I think it goes back to what you said at the start of the show about uneducated guessing, uneducated answers, a Google search. You get me? A lot of persons aren't experienced. So when the conversation kind of starts up or kind of goes on, not many people have enough knowledge in the bank to even have these conversations, right? So here's my next questions. People are on the internet talking, and a lot of people right now have a lot of sway with public opinion. A lot of these influencers are coming up. A lot of these influencers are turning into DJs and MCs. A lot of these DJs are turning into artists as well. A lot of the dancers themselves are transitioning. Do you think that when somebody starts out in one particular field and then goes into another, that it kind of muddies the water, muddies the field because there's a lot of controversy right now?
Nah.
You get me? Or you think it's good for the industry?
I don't know if it's good for the industry, and if me give enough thought, me can come up with something. But honestly, I don't care about that. I love that for the individuals. You get me? I say, because I feel like people explore their interests, explore them. All right, you like traveling, drive go Westmoreland every weekend, drive go Portland, drive go up a long mountain. You like paint, buy a little scrapbook and buy some crayon and
to be creative.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, you're a dancer, you're an amazing dancer, but you want to create music. Because you're a dancer, you might make the song of the century because you know that movement where you naturally have with your body, you got to transfer that to a song. You got to transfer that to a beat. You get me? I say? Somebody will play instruments. They don't want to move into video production. You never know. They might make something win an Oscar or some shit like that, bro. Like I encourage everyone explore your interest. Don't make because you're great at this. You just stay this. Or when you step out, people are gonna say, "Oh, I know them for this, so I'm not going to support that." That is fine. There are billions of people on the planet, bro. And trust me, your audience if you're a singer now, you dance. Yes, you have your singing audience. Don't stop sing. Go and sing. Show love and whatever. But they're dancing as well. Put it out there and you're going to find that audience once you stay consistent. Don't box nobody in. Don't make nobody box you in.
One of the last questions I want to ask you is, and this is something I've noticed before, right? It's been a debate. A lot of people talk about it, but I don't really think I've heard it from the DJs. DJs don't really talk about it that much. The content. No, when you're on stage, you say what you need to say to get the crowd hyped up. We get that, right? Cool. But the songs are more explicit now. Or rather, I deem them more explicit. In my view, when I was growing up, yeah, you hear about, but you've seen how they've gradually just gotten more explicit over the generation now. As a father, I have a young child raising, right? So I'm saying to myself, wow, I have a child to raise. This is the demographic. This is what's going on in the place. Are we too explicit now? Or is it the age-old argument of if you don't go ahead.
You know how I learn about Berry Salmon, Pinchers, Pliers, Peter Tosh. You know I learn about them people there? You know I learn about Tanya Stephen. Yeah. You understand? Richie Stephen, my mother. Cartel at Bun Up Road, but Cartel not playing at my house. My knowledge of that era of music. Bro, Tanya Stephen, Taking Back and all of them, the song there. My mother love them song then. And them they play right through. And when I go to my grandparents' house, it's Pinchers and Pliers and my father. Don't feel like you hear nothing else in that, you know. You get them here, say? And then of course when I go road, I hear the whatever them. So, yes, in some sense, the songs are more graphic. You see me? The man them a go more in detail with the things graphic? Them. You understand? Because why do I like say yo busting in your mouth make it come to your nose hole? Like that's
graphic as
that's
hell.
Graphic, bro.
That's graphic. That's
you see me I say?
Super graphic.
But
as a parent, I don't know if I want my child listening to that.
Here I go on. And that is why you have like broadcasting commission for like a radio and them thing there. You see me? Them make sure say what is being consumed by the general public is fit for consumption. You see me I say?
The general public is still consuming it though.
These artists are not making songs until anybody say them have to listen it. You understand? I'm sure when Craft in the studio craft him song.
I'm sorry, but I have to disagree.
He's not well or not, let me finish. He's not thinking about alright, Ray and whatever and who are gonna listen and who not gonna listen and wait I go play whatever. Vybz Kartel said it years ago in an interview with Winford. So listen to what me and say no. Seeing? They are saying what they want to say. They are saying it how they want to say it. You see me? And they are releasing that. Some of these artists tell me straight up, say, I don't care if I get played on the radio. You see me? I say, I have 400 fans in Trinidad. You see me? I have 600 in St. Vincent. If I get booked for a show over there, 2,000 people will come.
That does remind me that controversy sells because, for example, that's like saying to me, like, all right, liquor, right? Spirits are well enjoyed. However, I'm sure you know what Kula is, right? It's unproperly refined, so it's very strong. That's like simply saying to me, well, you know, it's not my job what persons do with the thing I make. So if they consume it,
you ever look on a cigarette box?
Okay, yeah.
Have you ever seen the imagery on a cigarette box?
Kills.
Why are they still allowing cigarettes to be sold? It's set on the box so it's going to kill you. And it's still being sold.
That's a good perspective.
So you can't tell me, say, oh, them for stop make explicit music because a child might hear it.
And I'll be honest to say, I've had an opinion very strong on this issue. And that comment a while ago just put a very big hole in my
literally, if you
opinion.
know say this is going to kill me, and you know say, you know, for years, you know say putting the imagery on the box say it's going to kill me, is not stopping me from consuming it. What's the next best thing to do? Discontinue it, right? And you're still selling it and I say, oh, but I'm putting the thing on the box so it's going to kill you. But I still sell you it.
But here's my thing. That's not supposed to be sold to children.
It's not. And them regulate it. But it's still reaching at the hands of children, just like the music that was not made for children that is very explicit. So still reaching at the hands of children.
Is it the major social media platforms that need to regulate
I
better
don't
then?
know what them need to do. Me just assure you, say, yo, you can't just come down on the artist and say, don't make explicit music.
It's a
You understand what
multifaceted
I
issue.
say?
That's what you're saying.
You have to go to the factory out there, so where emit too much in blood teeth sitting up in the air and I mash up the ozone layer. You have to tell them to stop that too, you know.
That's true.
If you go tell the artists them to stop because it have got influence the little children and mash up them future. Destroying the ozone layer go destroy all our future.
That's true.
You get what I say?
These young children are they're different. They're different. But here's the thing. I will say this though before we close. I love it when I'm driving through halfway through or passing like a school area, and instead of me seeing the young youth them a beat up on each other, I see some dance move I keep.
Yeah, but
you
the youth them have them
my
little
time
phone.
that did I go on? You get me?
You them have them little phone and make them little TikTok.
Yeah, you see me? Yeah.
You see me I say that? You understand what I say?
It's something I really love to see, and especially I love to see when persons enter the industry and they have something positive, because I won't just be daunting and be like, oh, the music is getting too explicit. You have some very good artists like Yaksta.
You mean my youth?
Them man
Right now one of my favorite Yaksta song is Blue.
Mm.
When the days are blue, at the most I bring I through.
See and know. For me,
Love listen to all when me have all a drive. Me a drive go home after a long day. I them thing that me a listen to my father, man. Me a listen to some Protege, some Leela. You see me I say some Savannah. And I take time I go in stay. So all them a say good music now make.
That's true. Well, once again, man, I have to thank you very much for coming through. As I've said to anybody that has been on the show, I really respect the persons that you can make a one phone call and you can get to them. You've been a long time friend of mine in terms of like I've seen you at different parties and you've never yet given me, you know, some of those persons have the star vibe. You can't walk up to them, you can't shake them hand, you can't do anything like that.
Bro,
and
if you cut the two away hand right here, so the two away bleed the same blood, my father.
You get me?
I'm just a man.
And before I go, I want to give you a chance to talk about certain things because you have your own YouTube or
yeah. So the YouTube channel is Where Will We Go? It's one word.
Where Will We Go?
Yeah, Where Will We Go? And it have one L, not two L's. There's one L in the will. Is Where Will We Go? Traveling is something I always want to do from a juvenile stage. So, is me I say, and a lot of things in life me have to save towards it. Traveling are one of them things there. I reach a point in life where I can take a trip every month. I have to save a couple months and take a trip. But when I go, document it, put it out. It might inspire youth from Portland to say, yo, Portland, the dog start from, you know. You see me? When me a youth, I usually watch show like Charmed. And I see, you see me? And with the one name with Dean and him brother, Supernatural. And me used to see them jacket here. Always wanted one of them jacket here. I'm go Europe and I see one pan a rack a sell pan sale. I'm just buy it simple because I used to see it in them.
Jacket was an inspiration of Supernatural.
Yeah.
Literally,
bro. So traveling is a passion where me explore. You know, just go in places, try new food, listen different kind of music. You know what I mean?
And I see that you're doing it with your loved one. I rate the family vibes.
Yeah, man. And me and babes out the right through like Night Joe. You see me? So to anybody where want be a part of that community, you can definitely go check that out.
Where Will We Go?
Where
one
will
L.
we
We'll
go?
put it on
One
the screen
L.
so you guys can see.
Is it travel content?
Outside of that one in particular, though, just before we go, is there anything that we can expect to see from you soon? As you know, you left the station, so we know you have big things planned. Is there anything that we can expect to see from Brush on the Road?
Right
Marshal?
now, we just want the people so me I try drop like a mix every month, you know, as we mentioned, the YouTube, you see me? Illuminate, you see me? We had a couple stages that Illuminate this year, and next year we see if we can probably add another stage into the amount we have planned for this year.
Is your thing?
Yeah, Illuminate is me, Bloodline Franco, and I Love Soca. You know, we brought them the idea, they loved it. And you know, we just came up with a plan on how to bring that to the people. You know, because going to Trinidad year after year, I see certain elements that make that experience above average. So I want to bring that to Jamaica, and Illuminate is the first step in that. The music that will be played the DJs that will be booked, everything will be curated to be an above average experience. You know, we are the first promoters to bring stage crossing to a party. You know, and if you know anything about Trinidad Carnival, you know crossing the stage is one of the most anticipated moments of the entire carnival. I mean, I say there are a lot of people who can book a ticket for go Trinidad, but
So
I
bringing the
know
experience to them.
exactly. I know what crossing the stage is supposed to be because I've done it year after year in Trinidad.
Yeah.
So I know how to deliver that experience for the patron. So that are just one element. There are so much more different things that we are gonna bring to Jamaica through events to make that space more authentic.
Yeah.
People just have to look out for it. You see me? So Illuminate, YouTube, you see me right now. I just me a cap it off.
Once again, man, thank you very much for coming through, guys. This has been Brush One, the Road Marshal, you see me?
One it up!
Every single time. Before we go though, as usual, we have to big up our sponsors. First of all, we'd love to thank the amazing Worthy Park, always making sure the spirits are here. We'd like to thank the bar, our location, a wonderful venue. We'd like to thank Dacx Productions, making sure the quality ever crisp. We'd like to thank M1 for making sure we're well lit. We'd like to thank Izzy, making sure the makeup artist is, she always there. I make sure the girl level look good. For this episode, we get a look at one touch up, you see me? I would love to thank, want to thank Candi Closet, want to thank The Bridge, and of course, we want to thank you, the viewers, the followers, for making sure that you tune in every single week to make sure we're always on deck. Thank you very much. My name is Mark Campbell. This has been the group chat. See you on the next one.
Your style, your crew, your vibe. They say a lot about you, and so does the rum you choose. Be selective. Experience the new gold standard of rum with Worthy Park Select. 100% copper pot distilled, aged, and blended to perfection. Embrace your selectively curated lifestyle with Worthy Park Select, the new gold standard. Available island-wide. Must be 18 years old to drink. Drink responsibly.